As building density increases, there is a rising need for versatility and flexible design that meets the Australian standard for modular housing that can be conveniently transported to site through ease of lightweight construction. The Fleetwood Challenge Cup competition aims to seek new solutions through adaptive reuse and redevelopment of an existing brownfield site, with future proposal for a multi-residential housing that also considers advancements towards local retaining heritage. So in response to this Fleetwood brief, here I introduce the Fremantle Springs, a lightweight three-storey multi-residential apartment comprising of spacious apartment living, small-scale retail shopfront, as well as a welcoming commercial cafe thoughtfully designed adjacent to a redeveloped heritage shed. The presentation program is divided into two distinctive parts. One, the urban strategy, discussing site personality and its local characteristics, and what really makes up Fremantle and what it's significantly known for. Additionally, the urban strategy will also introduce the iterative design strategy, focusing on the concept of adaptive reuse and connecting the core between living and community, and to establish a sense of space through thoughtful design considerations of public and private spaces. And secondly, the architectural design response, discussing the architectural built form and the final design proposal, the design for community, the design of sustainable practice, materials, water strategy, and energy conservation, as well as the components for design for disassembly. The site located within a rich and thriving environment is essentially defined by Fremantle local heritage and principles of naturalistic living, which is illustrated through the exploration collage highlighting the key site characteristics of Fremantle. The research detail in the collage intends to utilize the site characteristics of Fremantle as a stepping stone to inspire the design proposal in a way that connects with the local precinct. And this can be demonstrated through the consideration of the below adaptive reuse concept by selecting appropriate on-site scrap materials such as wood, steel, and timber. The materials can then be reused and prefabricated into essential building components of the Fremantle Springs apartment. Being locally sourced, the consideration of using on-site materials will significantly reduce transportation times and improve the reduction in carbon emissions. The materials will then be taken into local identified factories, which are then reproduced, cured, and ready for nearby on-site delivery. The early conceptual strategy of the design has identified two key factors that need to be addressed. That is, determining the zonings for public and private spaces. The design proposal addresses this factor through implementing a living strategy, where the design of a three-storey multi-residential apartment is built enabling private access, and a community strategy, where design of a local farmers market is built enabling public access. Both elements of the urban strategy unite to form a connective core where residents and local community gather within a commercial cafe. The urban strategy aims to reinvent the wheel by providing a sense of space for the community to gather, live, and enjoy a glimpse of naturalistic life. Taking a look at the living strategy, the apartment ground floor comprised of a main commercial cafe and retail tenancies, along with student accommodation units and sharing kitchen, all centered around a fully open lobby atrium. Level 1 and Level 2, consisting of main apartment units, mainly the build-to-rent programs, the general rooms, as well as one student accommodation on each floor to maximize the variations of room locations. The design is laid out in a way that provides opportunities for residents to experience the naturalistic life. By providing an external communal balcony across Level 1 and Level 2, the residents of Fremantle Springs are able to connect with each other and enjoy the west-facing views along with afternoon sunlight. As such, the main factor of the design is its fully open indoor lobby atrium enabling full ventilation and open access to natural light. And furthermore, to its sustainable factor, rooftop solar panels also assist in creating a solar passive design, capturing sunlight energy and redistributing it for use throughout each apartment unit. As the design incorporates the indoor lobby garden, a water harnessing strategy is thoughtfully considered. This is demonstrated through a water pipe connection to an existing water tank that is reused and shifted underground and is distributed into the apartment and site-wide for irrigation purposes. The design for community strategy focuses on giving back to the community by providing fresh resources for apartment residents and neighbouring blocks. A design farmers market housing fresh produce straight from the Fremantle markets serves as an additional retail tenancy throughout the retained heritage shed. It furthermore delivers an exceptional boost to the local economy through the increase in resource production. The adaptive reuse of the old shed plays an important role in the design as the front facade entrance of the farmers market was once worn down. The area was then redeveloped by retaining the form and adding additional structural members to ensure appropriate integrity. As such, this can not only be seen on the front facade, but also on the reused steel members to form the main trusses and roofing properties of the shed. The focus of this project is on sustainable practice, meaning to reuse materials and to utilize the lightweight properties as efficiently as possible. This involves recycling on-site steel and metal and remanufacturing it to form the main structural framework of each module. The recycled steel are also reused to clad all the external walls of level 1 and level 2, which can be seen towards the front facade on the render towards the right. The on-site timber is also reused and recycled, forming a timber siding cladding around the external walls of the ground floor. On-site bricks are reused for resurfacing the pavement, forming external planter boxes and relayering the brick forms of the existing heritage shed. Regarding energy conservation, rooftop solar panels of the apartment are utilized to harness solar power energy. And in addition, a skylight opening is also located in the apartment to ensure minimal active lighting is used to conserve overall energy usage. And also, the skylight window situated on the roof of the shed also provides a natural source of light. The urban water strategy focuses on collecting rainwater from the apartment roof, sloped at 15 degrees, and redistributes it to irrigate the indoor lobby atrium. An extension to this is also the water pipe connected to the water tank shifted underground. With emphasis on one specific module, a steel structural framework is utilized and is reused from existing on-site scrap metal. The selection of steel over timber framework provides rigidity and higher durability over the long term and can be easily modified through flexible joinery options. Ceiling and floor joists to be constructed from C-channel steel joists at a consistent span of 450 mm across from each other. A durable particle board is then placed top and bottom of floor and ceiling joists and serves as the external covering for all modules. The external and internal finishes are cladded using a simple clipping mechanism onto the steel framework, and this can be easily unclipped on and off site. Each module connection is designed simple and efficient through a male and female connection system and manufactured by the Australian Steel Institute of Steel Modular Construction. The convenience of using such simple connection mechanisms enabled ease of construction through an interlocking system, male and female component, situated on the floor and roof surfaces of each module. The dual interlocking components can be easily configured on and off-site and can significantly reduce work complexity by maximizing an easy stacking mechanism. Finally, each module will be utilizing a wall-supported and column-supported support system. This is represented through its steel stud walls and a corner support steel column, which can be viewed in greater detail in the documentation area of this project. And typically, there are 4 types of modules that are created. That is the rectangular module, sloped end, tapered end, and facetted end. The Fremantle Springs primarily utilizes the rectangular modules for simple square modules, and the facetted ends for its chamfered curves and irregular forms. By each of its own, the Fremantle Springs challenges the design norms through irregular curve forms and creates an innovative solution for modern-day modular construction. The apartment complex is designed to fit various sites and typologies and is compact and sustainable, which is strongly represented through its adaptive reuse of on-site materials and excessive use of plantation and vegetation. This concludes the presentation for today, and thank you for listening.